On our morning show today from WRCO, we put the spotlight on the Richland School District, and we're going to talk about HOSA, the newest program, newest club at Richland Center. We got a couple of members of that organization. Sydney Kepler and Andrea Nundahl are here. First of all, we'll talk to Richland District Director of Marketing and Communications, Carrie Stoltz. How you doing?
Hi, Phil. I'm doing great. How are you?
Great. It's your monthly visit.
It is.
Here we are together right before the holidays. How can that be?
I know. It is so crazy. It's freezing, so obviously it's the holidays. It's been a great. I mean, first semester isn't quite over. It won't end until after we're back. But it's crazy to think that it's almost ending. Like we're almost halfway through the year. So. And
you've had a couple of snow days. You had an early out yesterday.
We did have early out. It's always like a weird, sort of thing to call. And like, especially at the high school, they just don't end up having one of their classes. So teachers always kind of have to adjust class plans and that kind of stuff. Luckily, there's, I don't know exactly how much academic work is happening over the next couple of days. Probably some tests and things going on still. But there's definitely a mood in the air of Christmas is coming. So in the building.
Right. I'm sure of that. The 4th through 6th grade concert, it seems like that is doomed because I think they got canceled last year too. Didn't they?
Last year they had to move to January. It was supposed to be last night for anyone who was wanting to go. And unfortunately, when the district cancels classes or has an early out, then we can't have any events in the building after that time. Even if stuff kind of gets better later in the day, it's just a rule, can't happen. So we missed a basketball game last night. We missed the concert last night, and both those things are going to have to be rescheduled. It was a conference game for basketball, so they will be looking at the calendar, and then the 4 through 6 concert too. I know Miss Calabria is hard at work trying to find a date that will be open and that they can get in there and do their concert. I did have someone comment on the Facebook post telling people that it was canceled, that they thought maybe some 4th grade boys had manifested it for themselves to get a little more time, but will be rescheduled. No worries there.
A little more time to brush it up a little bit. But probably not before Christmas because what you get out next week, is it Monday or Tuesday?
Yeah, we're going Monday and Tuesday.
Okay.
I think Tuesday is a lot of fun in a lot of buildings. The high school I know is having a dodgeball tournament we're going to run a 2-hour delay schedule and then have a dodgeball tournament and also just some other like Christmas activities for the kids that afternoon. So really hard to keep kids engaged those last few hours before the holidays hit. So and then the kids are gone December 24th, and then they don't come back until January. There's a weekend in there, so it's later in January. District offices are closed the 24th and 25th, and then December 31st and the 1st. So if you have questions for the district, you can get a hold of us Monday or Tuesday next week, and then also Friday, and then the same schedule the next week as well. But we do take those holidays off.
And then as far as winter sports, you mentioned those underway, and you stay very busy, don't you?
We do. Yeah, we actually have some great stuff coming up. Wrestling is happening this weekend at the high school, so if you happen to pass by and see the parking lot full, which I'm sure it will be, we have a big tournament happening this weekend, so that's always a great event. Lots going on, and so many people who help support that event, so I can't say thank you enough to the people who are announcing and refereeing and the crowd control people and even people who come. The fans are great. They are, with very, very, very few exceptions, they're super positive and always supporting their athletes, and we appreciate it so much. It helps events run so much more smoothly when we have fans who are really there and supporting their kids and doing it the right way, and we really do appreciate all those people coming out and being a part of the day at Richland Center High School.
Richland Center has it down to a science because we see some of the same people, working the tables, working the clocks, doing the announcing, and you're going to get a chance to do that quite a bit because I know you have the Southwest Duels that Richland Center is hosting in January, and I believe the Super Sectional is there. I think the Girls Regional maybe is there.
I think I could be wrong, but I think Laura Slugby told me we have 8 wrestling tournaments this year. So, there's a lot of weekends. There's going to be a lot of traffic at the high school. So,
good for the community.
It's awesome. It's so nice to see. And like I said, the caliber of athletes that come in is just fantastic, and the caliber of fans that are there supporting them. I mean, as a sport parent myself, not a wrestling parent, it's a whole other side of it. But man, they really support their athletes. They really love them. They really show their support, and we cannot say thank you enough for the people who come and support those kids. And those kids are working so hard, especially a lot of those wrestlers are having to make weight, and I just can't, over the holidays, I just cannot imagine. So it really is great to see those kids who are really, really into their sport, really committed to it, and the families who support them. They might not say thank you enough, but we'll say it too. Thank you to all those supporters out there.
You have also been recruited to help out tomorrow, haven't you?
I am. I will be there. I think last I heard I am in charge of writing names on the brackets, so hopefully my handwriting skills are up to par.
Yeah, no pressure, because the wall chart, they're going to want to take that home. So
right, exactly. This
got to be able to
on
read
somebody's
it.
wall, so better look good. Don't misspell.
Well, good luck with that. I know that it'll go well. I know during your monthly segment on the program, you like to highlight, different things that are going on around the school. Last time we had the members of the partner school here.
Yeah.
And this time you brought along some more friends.
I did. So the two girls that are coming with me, they are representatives of HOSA, as Phil said at the beginning of the show. One of our newest clubs. This is their first year in existence, and really the team, Amber Marshall, who's our nurse over at the high school, is the head advisor there. Done a great job of bringing a new club to the building, and new energy and new things for kids to pursue. And I mean, there are so many options at the high school for kids to get involved in clubs and organizations, and they're always making new ones, like always looking for new avenues. So we had Skills USA start this year, HOSA start this year, and it is amazing, the teachers and the staff that we have who are really looking to share of themselves, share their interests, share their talents with the kids that are here. And we are so lucky to have a staff that we have, and that they are always looking to give back to the next generation, and so lucky to have these kids here.
Important to have clubs. I mean, and more than ever, because you should be able to find something that's going to catch a student's interest.
Right, definitely. And I mean, that was a district goal we had for sure, was that every kid was involved in something. And the clubs work really hard to make it possible for kids to stay like shortly after school. So if rides or something like that are a problem, all the clubs meet during Hornet Hour, at least I think it's once a month, so that they can rotate through those clubs, and kids who maybe can't be there after school or before school can still be involved. It's really important. We see the value in this for kids. Going to the high school or having a school experience can't just be what happens from bell to bell. Really needs to be a full student experience, and really making that a priority for us is really important, and was a priority for the district, in fact.
Members of HOSA are here today, Sydney Kepler and Andrea Nundal, as we mentioned. Andrea, why did you want to join HOSA?
I wanted to join HOSA because I saw it as a great start to what could be an amazing future and a great occupation to help not only myself, but others in the community and my family, and maybe go on to be something more in a bigger city even.
I see. And what about you, Sydney?
Pretty similar. I just really want to help people, so I really wanted to get into healthcare, and when I saw that there was a club for future healthcare workers, I just really wanted to join it and see what it was about.
I see. And now HOSA, is that something that's nationwide as well?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. And so that's something that's new to Richland Center, but not new to other schools across the country then?
Yes,
so,
exactly.
Interesting. So you both would like to someday work in the healthcare field, is that correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, have you done anything? I know they have Club Scrub at the hospital and things like that. Have you been involved in any of those things yet?
I have done the tour around the hospital to just get an idea of the jobs and occupations that I could do, but I plan on doing my CNA this upcoming summer, and I believe I know what college I'm going to, so I kind of have the building blocks set up, but unsure of exactly where I'm going with it.
Interesting. What college, by the way?
Southwest Tech.
Southwest Tech. Great place to start. What about you, Sydney?
Yeah, I've also gone to that hospital tour. I've gone to a HOSA leadership conference where they kind of talked about that stuff. I also know where I'm going to college, so hopefully I get into there, and hopefully, I can get my job that I would like.
And your college choice would be?
UW La Crosse.
Okay. So tell us about HOSA when you get together. In fact, what do you do at a typical meeting, Andrea?
At a typical meeting, we've only had a few so far, but a few of us get together and we plan, recently we've been discussing we're going to go down to the elementary school or the primary school and teach the younger generation how to wash their hands and not be so icky. So we've been working on a skit for that. And then, of course, our food drive. We've been discussing that and how to get it out to the community and to really get the members of the club and those around it involved.
Let's talk about the food drive. Maybe, Sydney, you could kind of shed a little light on what this is all about at Richland Center High School.
Well, the food drive is to pretty much put like a food pantry in our student services area so that like the kids that are at the school, if they need food for like the weekend or if, someone's struggling with a little bit of money at the moment, they have, options to have that food for their homes or to take home,
And it'll be located there, open all the time during school days? Huh?
I believe we talked about having it open just after school or because Bethany will be in the student services. And so like if you're leaving early, you can always talk to her and just ask her to open it for you. And then that way we just don't have, people just going in and taking it all the time without like really thinking about it, if that makes sense.
It does. And then as far as getting the food there, students are encouraged and parents are encouraged to donate then?
Yes, exactly. We actually have a homeroom competition going on involving the food drive with some prizes involved for whoever brings in the most food. And recently we've had some food items as triple points, which is really fun. And yes, we really, really encourage students and their families and even people in the community to just bring in food to help support this and make it an ongoing food pantry for those who need it.
What was the triple point thing recently? Do you remember?
Yes, there's some food items that you can bring in that are triple points. I believe it's cereal, ramen. Sydney, do you know some of the other ones?
Like packaged pasta, instant mashed potatoes, oatmeal, just like things that can be turned into like just like a full meal.
I see. So then you're well underway with that. And this isn't just a holiday thing, Sydney. It sounds like you're going to carry it on for the entire year then.
Yeah, we would like to continue it and just have people to continue bring things into like the student services or the front office. So if like parents would like to donate food like throughout the year, they can always do that. Even students are allowed to do that. We would just like to continue this for like our students and for like our community and our school.
It's a goal then to build it up and really stock the shelves in, it sounds like, Andrea.
It really is. And so far we've brought in so much. I have the number here. We've brought in at least 1,292 items from the food drive last week alone. And we are continuing to do it through this week and Monday and Tuesday.
Last week alone, I was thinking you were going to say it's the school year. That's pretty incredible.
I know. It's amazing. And I'm so proud of our school and their families for bringing that stuff in. It's amazing what we can do when we all come together.
There's a real need. And it's one of those things, Andrea, where it's like you think about it and why didn't we do this before, right?
Exactly. And now I'm so glad that we have this club and this amazing, group of people that can just be so creative and come up with ways to help. And it is student-led, so it's all us, It feels really good.
Ah, well, yeah, you should be proud. Tell us a little bit more about HOSA. You mentioned going to conferences, Sydney. Can you tell us what that involved?
So there was a conference that we went to in November, and it was in Madison. And it was pretty much just talking about HOSA itself and how there's multiple opportunities that we can do that will help us learn more about the healthcare, occupations, and just leadership things that will help us become better leaders.
Mm-hmm. Similar. Did you get a chance to go as well, Andrea?
It was only the officers of the club that were able to go, so I'm hoping to go to the next conference.
And you're an officer, Sydney?
Yeah, I'm the vice president.
All right, the VEP. Yeah. We probably didn't say what HOSA stands for. Andrea, can you enlighten us there a little bit?
Yeah, HOSA stands for Healthcare Occupation Students of America. So it's mostly just students who are wanting to go into healthcare professions in the future. So it kind of just gives us a way to all come together and learn as a group and work with each other.
Other than the food drive, during your meetings, do you set goals and some things like maybe you'd like to accomplish for 2026 coming up?
Well, like as a group, like as a club, I'm unsure just because we're so new. So we're hoping to, because we are so new, we don't want to rush into the competitions and the conferences that HOSA has. So we're just trying to take it slow and gradually be more involved with the other HOSA groups in the area. So I think that'll be our goal for 2026 is to just be more present.
How many Richland Center students approximately are in the club, Sydney?
I would say around 15 to 20. We don't have an exact number on us or around us, but I believe it's somewhere around there.
Well, that is awesome. You think about that, a fledgling club like that, and you've got that many that are interested in going into healthcare. I think that's just awesome, isn't it?
Yeah, it's absolutely amazing.
Yeah, and so do you go through the halls and try to recruit, get some other students?
Yeah, all the time.
We talked about this kind of coming out toward the end before the holidays. Everybody getting kind of squirrely at school right now, are they?
Yeah, I know I am for sure.
Oh, yeah.
And you guys have had some dress-up days too, right?
Yes.
What dress-up days have you had recently?
We had Dress Like a Tree, Bah Humbug, which is where you dress like any other holiday except for Christmas. We had Dress Like a Christmas Tree, Plaid. Today is Elf, I believe.
Yeah,
right?
and then the teachers dress as Santa.
Oh, okay.
So are their little elves.
And then pajama day is coming up, right?
Yes, which is my favorite day.
That's your favorite day, right? Exactly. Yeah. Sure. That's coming up on Monday, I believe, right?
Yes.
I think so.
Yeah, awesome. We'll come back and talk more about HOSA, and Carrie Stoltz is here as we focus on the Richland School District on today's morning show. We're back in the morning show studios today talking about the Richland School District and all the great things that are going on, highlighting some clubs with Carrie Stoltz, Director of Marketing and Communications, and friends as well. So sounds like in terms of some of the construction projects, they're moving along.
They are moving along. We are getting close at the primary school. They are about ready. I think moving day is imminent, but I no exact date yet. And then the intermediate school also has had some construction going on. So over the summer, there was kind of the parking lot reconfiguration and that kind of stuff. I think there's still kind of some landscaping to do out there this summer. Obviously not happening right now.
No.
But they've been doing some work on the inside too. So for anyone who hasn't been to the intermediate school recently, there's a new bathroom kind of over by the gym, which is a really great addition for using that space for some more community events. And then they're also retrofitting all the other bathrooms that are in there kind of one at a time. So as they open one, they can close down another, just so we make sure that the kids still have enough restrooms there in the building. And so those will all become a lot nicer if anyone who was at the intermediate school kind of remembers what those look like. And they'll also become ADA compliance. So that was a big component of our referendum, was just making sure that all of our spaces were ADA compliant, accessible to anyone, not just students who, maybe are utilizing a wheelchair or have trouble getting around, but also community members. Really want to make sure that our spaces are available to all. And I mean, they're taxpayer funded spaces, so making sure that we have them available for events and practices and all these things that go on. We were just talking the other day, when we cancel school or delay or have an early out, like other events can't happen either. So whether it's a community practice or something like that, it can't happen. And so you don't maybe always realize how much the buildings are utilized for not just our own events, but also events in the community, and making sure that those places are accessible to anyone who would need them or want to use them.
I know one night there was an early out, and some of the coaches had to work at a share night instead of
It was the basketball team.
Instead of the students.
Yes, they did. That was it was great that they stood up and did it, but I know that was probably not in their plans for the evening. But you got to do what you got to do sometimes.
Yeah. Rules are rules. And there's been a lot in the news lately about taking over, more of the campus space. And I know that's still preliminarily being talked about, but that's exciting, isn't it?
Yeah, still need to get some surveying done and all of that. It is really exciting and so needed. It's actually the boys are having practice there tonight, I think, because we have the wrestling tournament getting ready in the gym. And so having that campus space where the basketball teams can still practice and that it's close enough that, a lot of them can walk over. I mean, you think about freshmen and sophomores, they're not driving. So being at the intermediate school, while it was great and valuable and appreciate the space and the flexibility of people working with us, having the campus and that it's right there is so nice. And I mean, we've had games there. It is great to see that space being utilized. And I hope the community feels that way too, that it's great to see the space being utilized for what it was meant to be utilized for and in an educational environment and really supporting our kids. I mean, it's a bummer that the campus is not maybe still around in quite the capacity that it was, but it is still 100% supporting students, and it's such a benefit to the school district.
You bet. And I think we just can't say enough how grateful you guys are that the referendum passed.
Oh, the referendum has been, you cannot say enough good things about our community and how they support our kids. And I know that's just one example. So many people give of their time and their talent to our kids. I mean, we have from our staff mentoring clubs and organizations to the people who are going to work the wrestling tournament this weekend, and even people who support us from afar and listen to broadcasts or watch games or any of those things. It really is felt. It really does mean a lot. And I know our community supports us, and even the feedback that we get, people who work in the district that we get from our community, and that they might not always agree with decisions we make or something like that, but it is felt. It is known that the community really supports us and supports our kids. And I mean, our kids are great. Our kids are so great and awesome. And I mean, I brought 2 examples with me today, but our kids are awesome. And the fact that our community supports them and their education and their learning and even the stuff that goes on outside those classroom walls is so important and so wonderful. And honestly, we cannot say thank you enough.
Looking back on 2025, are there any highlights or anything like that?
Well, I mean, so I look at our social feeds a lot and like what kind of people are reacting to. And some of the ones that stick out from the year are Logan Peterson when he did the national anthem at the games.
My
so
goodness.
good.
I've been there twice when he's done it. And,
me too. It was awesome.
So Director Jeff Behrens told me, he goes, this student is the real deal, And so I was expecting it to be good. I was not expecting it to be that good.
I know. I didn't know
amazing.
he was doing the girls' game the first night. I just happened to be there shooting the pep band. And Jeff pulls me aside and he's like, "You're going to want to get this." It's like, okay, great. So it was awesome. So that was one of the things that really kind of shot out this year. And then another one that I kind of didn't maybe realize, but I just took some pictures at the craft fair of all the kids who had booths and the staff and the alumni who had booths there at the craft fair. And that one just lit up. It was so nice to see people kind of engaging and to see all the different ages of people who had, stuff to contribute to the craft fair. We had, I forget what organization it was. We had an organization at a bake fair kind of in the corner. I was there with Center Stars with my daughter and their teams. And we had a teacher who was selling wooden crafts. And then I know we had a student who was doing, she had like stuffed animals and alumni who were doing things. And so that was a great day too, to see kind of that happening. And that was a recent one that sticks out. But yeah, it's been a great year. It's always a great time, but it's really been a great year for us.
What about 2026? Some things you're looking forward to? Looking forward to promoting, which that's kind of your job.
That is my job. Our kids are great, and the class of seniors that's coming up. They're really a special crew, and I think all of the directors, as we've gone through the musical performances, there's a lot over the holidays, the choir and the band, and all the directors have kind of said, this is a special crew that's coming through, and they probably feel that way every year, but it seems like these guys they're a really great crowd, and it'll be really sad to lose them when we eventually do. But yeah, we'll look forward to just a little warmer weather and getting those spring sports, and concession stands should be ready to roll this year for that. So that will be a nice addition to our sports programs. And keep rolling. It is a great day to be a Hornet. It really is. And I mean, we can't say it enough. The kids are great. We're gonna have more, there's band stuff coming up and choir stuff coming up, and every day there's something going on or something to look forward to. And even when we've got one sports season leads to another, and that's just a great time to be around. And even in the classroom, we've got kids probably don't love it, but AP tests are coming up, and kids are working really hard at that. We're going to get those classes in, and picking classes even is really exciting, to think what you want to do. And then there's so many options with the education kind of beyond the high school, where you can take classes from Southwest Tech or do some of these things for our kids to earn college credit early. I'm guessing the girls have done a little bit of that too. So that's so exciting to get kids really thinking about what they want to do and how they're going to be involved and what they want to pursue. And even if you change your mind, it's okay. It's just having some sort of thought even, which is why clubs like this are so important for our kids to, it's healthcare occupations. So it doesn't have to be, maybe today you're thinking, oh, I'm going to be a nurse, but tomorrow you're going to be like, well, maybe an x-ray tech. Oh, maybe a doctor. I don't know. But you can kind of have a goal and a vision and keep that in mind.
Indeed. Our guests here are juniors, Sydney Kepler and Andrea Nundahl. Andrea, some other clubs you're involved in at Richland Center?
I am involved in NHS, National Honor Society, and HOSA. This is my first time being in a club ever this year. I'm really excited to just be involved with my friends and everything. So, yeah.
What about you, Sydney?
I am in Key Club, Youth for Change, NHS, obviously this club, and then I'm also a class officer. So that's really fun. It's amazing being with so many different people in different clubs, because there's always different people that find this club fun, but then others might find this one fun. So it's just fun seeing all the different people that want to be involved in our school.
Are you ever involved in music, the band or choir?
Yeah, we're both in band and choir.
Yeah.
Both of you are band and choir. Awesome. So you had a holiday concert recently?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. And how did that go?
We had a lot of fun doing it. That's always one of our most fun concerts, is there's always so much going on and everything. And I really liked those songs that we played.
Uh-huh. What about you, Sydney?
Yeah, for choir, I think a fan favorite was our last one, which was Elf. We got to play kazoos, and I think it was our last one, so it was just really fun. I think a lot of people enjoyed it. And then for band, I don't know what our best one was. What do you think?
Christmas favorites is a yearly thing that Mr. Barons does. He does it every year as a tradition, and I think that one's just fun to do in practice and fun to play. I like that one.
What is this song, Elf, when you were playing kazoos? What is that to the tune of?
Elf is pretty much what it is. It's the theme song for the movie Elf.
Oh, okay. I didn't realize, I guess I kind of didn't know that it had a theme. I guess it does.
I didn't either at first until she gave us the music and was like, oh, this is the theme song. And I was like, oh, I did not know that there was a theme song.
But you recognized it when you started playing it then.
Definitely.
Oh, that's really cool. So then next semester you're going to be starting to think about solo and ensembles and, some solos and things like that too, right?
Yep. I personally am involved in a solo, a duet, and 2 triple trios.
Goodness.
Yeah.
What about you, Sydney?
For band, I'm doing a solo, and then for choir, I'm doing a triple trio, which actually me and Andrea are in together. So I think that's kind of fun.
We'll have to have you back with your instruments. You can play it on the radio then.
Oh, goodness. Mine might be a little loud.
Oh, yeah.
No pressure, but this was a year, too. You guys were, the first students to go without cell phones in the halls. Did that take a little bit of getting used to, Andrea?
Yes. And was I super excited about it in the beginning? No. But I have gotten used to it. It does make me a little sad that I don't get to, there's sometimes I see things happening, or I'm with my friends doing silly stuff, and I'm just I really wish I could have this moment forever. I wish I could capture this, and I can't. So I'm just learning to take it in, really enjoy it.
That picture in your mind.
I'm picturing it in my mind.
What about you, Sydney?
I really only noticed the difference at lunch because, I mean, last year that was the only time I really used it unless, like, I needed to text my mom or something. That is what I'm missing. I miss being able to text my mom, like, whenever something happens, I'm like, oh my gosh, Mom, guess what just happened? But actually, I can't do that this year, so now I just email her all the time. So she has, like, a million emails in her inbox from me being like, guess what just happened? Or, I think I did bad on this test, but then she's like, then she emails me and is like, no, you actually just did really good on it. Like, what are you talking about? So it's just, like, it's a little bit of a change, but overall, I think we've all adjusted to it and that it's not as bad as we thought it was going to be. So I feel like it'll be fine. Like, we'll all be okay.
Yeah, I've heard tell that there's more conversation. Like the halls are a little louder than they were last year. Have you noticed that?
Oh, yeah. And I'm not too sure that the teachers are so happy about that, but we are. I mean,
It's good. You're having conversations, though, right?
exactly. Yeah.
Sure.
We're just kind of, I mean, we're doing stuff that I never used to do before. I play paper football at lunch. Like, if I had my phone, I would not be doing that, which is a positive. I'll say that's a positive.
Yeah. And I've noticed that there are some mechanical or digital cameras now. So you could go that route, Andrea, if you wanted to take a picture.
I have taken my digital camera to school a few times. I really wish I could do it more. I kind of forget to just take out my. It takes a while to turn that thing on.
That's true. Yeah, that's true. And then you got to go get the film developed, right? If you.
Oh.
Or do you have?
I have a digital
Oh,
one.
yeah, sure. Of course, you don't have to. I was thinking of the old days where you had to mail the roll in. And things like, you don't have to do that anymore.
My parents do bring up when they had to do that, and they're like, back in my day. They're like, oh, if we took a picture and it was bad, that was the picture we got.
Yeah, you had to pay for it whether it was good or bad, right? And I've heard tell that Walkmans have made an appearance. Cassettes with headphones because they're mechanical. Have you guys noticed that too?
I have seen that. I know a few students that have brought them in, and I think that's an amazing workaround. I think that's really funny.
You can still listen to music, and it's not online. Neither of you have got a Walkman, though.
Sadly, no.
Okay. All right. Well, if you need a mixtape, I've got a few laying around. But you probably wouldn't like my choice of music. So you're both involved in Healthcare Occupation Students of America, HOSA. In terms of a job, have you got your sights, like what would you like to do someday? What would the ultimate goal be, Andrea?
I have not pinpointed a specific job yet. I kind of have a few branching options. Radiologist, I have surgeon's tech. Those are kind of my top two, so I guess we'll just go out and see what happens.
What about you, Sydney?
Currently, I would like to be an X-ray tech, but as always, I would love to, advance my education after I get that, or as long as I get it, hopefully. And maybe do MRIs, CTs, even branch out into ultrasounds, sonography. Is that what it's called? I think. Yeah.
Well, my goodness, we're going to be in good hands, especially if we have that many students at Richland Center High School and involved in that. And we salute you guys. You must like school. You're going to have a little more schooling, right?
Oh, I'm just so excited.
All right. Well, Carrie, thanks for bringing these ladies in here today.
Yeah, thanks for having us. And I'll put in one last plug for the food drive that's going on right now at the high school. If there are community members who are interested in supporting it, if you know a high school student, I'm sure they would love to take your donation because they are in the midst of a heated competition. But if you don't know a high schooler, you can definitely earmark a donation to a homeroom as possible. If you bring donations of food or monetary donations to the high school, we will be happy to accept those as we get the food pantry rolling at the high school and really kind of support that need that's there.
What does the homeroom get that gets the most points? What's the big reward?
Okay, so first place gets to go to the movie theater and watch a movie. We're unsure about how the snacks and drinks and stuff like that will go, but we'll figure that out before it happens. Second place is a pizza party, and then third place is an ice cream party. So they're all really amazing prizes.
You win either way.
Oh, yeah.
I wouldn't care if I was first, second, or third there. That's pretty good, all of those. So, good. And the food drive, if somebody from the community is listening and they don't have, even a connection to the high school, is there a way that they can get the food to the school?
They could always just bring it into our front office. I'm sure if they just say, hey, I just want to donate this to the food drive that's happening, the office will happily accept it, and it will be so grateful.
They'll put it where it needs to be then.
Exactly.
So,
I know. I
wonderful.
said the staff should have gotten involved too.
Right.
Maybe next year we have a staff homeroom too,
Yeah.
just in case.
Well, it's such a great thing, a food pantry at the school, and we salute you guys for being pioneers here and getting that started. So, and good luck to you the rest of your years.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You bet. Or year and a half, I guess.
Don't remind me.
Yeah.
And good luck with HOSA. Keep us posted on how it goes. You bet. Sydney Kepler and Andrea Nundahl, members of HOSA at the Richland School District, and Carrie Stoltz. Have a Merry Christmas.
Thanks, you as well.
You bet.